So when we were deciding on what school to take our kids to, OakHaven stood out because it's different in the best way. When you are in a normal classroom, which is where we came from, a traditional classroom, the teacher is the keeper of all knowledge. Everyone does what the teacher says. Students are comparing themselves to one another, and you have to keep up with one another. Here, it's child-centered, child-focused, individual, and our kids get to learn at their own pace. And we loved OakHaven because it stood out, because that's how education should be. That is what a child's learning environment should be, and they get that here. What drew us to OakHaven was on our first tour, we came here, and I was just taken aback at how quiet and the constant flow and energy of the classroom. The guides were just kind of on the side of the room, observing, doing their own thing, but they weren't taking over the classroom. The kids worked independently. Again, the environment, I think, was just so calm, peaceful, and all the kids were little busybodies doing their own thing without having to have instruction. They all knew what they needed to do. So my husband and I feel that OakHaven has started preparing our kids, for as young as they are, to build up their own confidence and their drive to learn. They love learning now because it is catered to them and what their interests are. And watching our children truly love learning and be excited when they go to school and come home from school and have those conversations with friends. You know, with the mixed classrooms, we have kids in the youngest part of it and the oldest part of it. And watching them interact with older kids and younger kids confidently. Our youngest will walk into a playground now and talk to a kid who's 4 or 5 years older and be confident and have a conversation. You can't get that in other classrooms. If I had to talk to another parent to enroll their kids at OakHaven, I'd say you cannot make your wrong choice enrolling here. It's become, you know, I said this when we first started or when we joined, this is our home. This is where we belong. You can go to anywhere and get good curriculum and good academics, but to have your kids feel like a family and truly let them evolve into a tiny human, you know, a successful, independent person, you're going to get that here at OakHaven.